Okay, let me start. Okay, one of the topics we looked at was photographic. Let me hope that's the SP of interpretation. Is it? Anyone, English girls?
Yes, teacher.
Is that the SP?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So now, let us remind ourselves. Mr. Goloba taught you about photographic interpretation. Now, before we proceed, I want you to remind us, anyone, you remind us, what, to your understanding, what is photographic interpretation? I want to see whether people understood. We need to be brief. Yes, Owing? Or Owing?
According to me, photographic interpretation is how you understand what is on a map or what the map is indicating.
The photographic for you are saying how do you understand something on the map. Okay, thank you for your submission. Okay, Bukenya Alia.
To me, photographic interpretation is like analyzing a picture and you see what information you can get from it. Like, what do you get from that picture? What do you understand from it?
Yeah, thank you, Alia. Owini, you said when the question is talking about photographic interpretation. So it means we are looking at photos and we interpret the information on that photo. Am I clear?
Yes.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yes, teacher.
When we talk about photographic interpretation, let me try to go to show you something here. Let me try to get something here and you see what I'm trying to talk about here. Just let me, it is here. Let me get it here. Okay, first wait a bit. Okay. Now, to understand more what is photographic interpretation. Now, people, you look at that photo on the screen. When you look at it, what comes into your mind? How can you interpret that photo? Yes, let me call Pamela. Pamela. When you look at that picture, good morning.
I interpret that two girls are fighting.
Two girls are fighting. Are you getting the idea, people? Thank you. So now we go back to the definition. Now I think now you can understand what we mean by photographic interpretation. So now in geography, we are going to be seeing different pictures. We interpret the information we use it to answer. Just ask yourself, why in the newspaper they put their pictures? At least these pictures, they can help you to understand more what the article is all about. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So the same skills we use to learn to read newspapers is the same skills we are supposed to use in photographic interpretation in geography. Am I clear? Are we on the same board?
Yes, teacher.
Yes,
Okay.
teacher.
Now,
Yes, teacher.
after knowing photographic interpretation, let us remind ourselves the types of photographs. Yeah, Honorable Kenya Alia, and I have only a few people, and now I'm going to select people. Kushemerera Nuriyat, yes? One type.
Aerial photograph.
We have aerial. Aerial photograph. You see, people understood what Mr. Goloba told you people. Another one. Yes, I'm seeing the inbox. Nakanja was put there. Let me try Kasule. Kasule.
Ground photograph.
Ground photograph. Thank you. Ground photographs. Now, before we proceed, some people are new here. They don't know what is aerial photograph. Who can help us? As other people are writing in the inbox, I need someone to explain to us what is aerial photograph so that people can remember. Yes? Book, who? Let me see. Let me get someone here. Other people, you can write the definition in the chat as I get one person. Agnes. Now, Agnes, what is aerial?
Aerial photographs are photographs which are taken from the air when not connected to the ground.
Repeat your submission.
These are photographs. A photographer is not connected to the ground.
Yeah, she's talking about these are types of photograph when the photographer is not connected on the ground. So what you are trying to mean that the photographer is above, then the object is taken is down, not so?
Yes.
Yeah, so let me try to draw something here. What are some of the equipments which are used? Okay. Navi.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, just help us to understand, like examples of aerial, like examples of things, the scenarios of aerial. Like explain a little and say these people, they be here, they be standing here, it would be in this place, using, help us to understand.
Some aerial photographs can be taken like when the photographer is in a parachute and his camera is directly.
That's what I wanted. Thank you. Assuming, let me draw some. I don't know, my art is not nice. Assuming someone is in an airplane. Yeah? Now, assuming this is our tree, let me hope you are seeing. Now the camera is here. We have two cameras. Another one is here. So even there is another tree here. This is aerial. That's what she's trying to talk about. When the photographer is above the objects he's taking. We have A and B. Before we proceed, let me see in the chat room what people are having. Let me start. Yeah, people are giving good answers. Yeah, a picture of which the photographer is not connected with the ground, but is rather in the air. Thank you. Then we say Mirembe, maybe saying these are photos taken from air when the photographer is not. Yeah, thank you for the submission. Then we have Melissa ground photographs which you didn't complete. Aircraft here, taken in the aircraft. Then we are seeing aerial photographs are photos that are taken from air when the photographer is not. Yeah, I think now people, we are understanding. We are understanding the thing very well. Not so? Aerial photograph, these are taken when the person is above. Now, thank you. Looking at our photo here, remind me, Mr. Koloba told you different subtypes of aerial. When you look at this one, A, it is which type? Which type of aerial is this? Let me pick some people. Natukunda. Yes, Natukunda. Which type is
aerial
this?
vertical.
This is aerial vertical. A. is aerial vertical. Why do you say it is aerial vertical?
The camera is directly above the what?
Yes, the what? The photographer is what?
The photographer is directly above the, okay, the object is taking the picture.
Yeah. Then what about B? Well, let me pick. B, let me pick, there is this one. Martha Victoria.
It's an oblique aerial photograph.
Oblique. Why do you call it oblique?
Because the camera is in the sky and it's tilted at an angle.
It is tilted. Thank you, people. You understood this topic very well. Thank you. Thank you. I think now even people who don't know right now, you can understand. Now let me try to share something here and we see whether we can understand very well what we are looking at. Aerial oblique, let me see. Yeah, seeing those are the aerial. Now let me show you something here so that you can see. Let me share. When you look at this type of photo, it is which type of photograph? Yes, yes, Pamela. Which type?
It's a ground photograph.
It's a ground photograph. What about this one? Let me get another person. Kushemerera. Which type is that? B?
It's a vertical aerial photograph.
Thank you. What about C? Let me get to another person. That is Agnes. What about C?
It's a vertical aerial.
E, that vertical aerial. Look at the angle. For real?
No, teacher, it's an oblique aerial.
It's an oblique. Thank you. Then Akidi, what about this one? Akidi?
It's a vertical aerial photograph.
Vertical aerial. Don't you see that the cameraman is directly above? I think people understood that topic very well. Eh? Not so? Not so? People understood everything very well. Now, let me stop sharing. Now, after understanding, for the ground, they are easily understood. The ground photographs are easily understood. Am I clear? And if at all you have any question, you ask. Because right now, we are going to do an activity. So get where to write, get where you are going to do the work. Any question about photographic interpretation? Any question about photographic interpretation? You put up your hand if at all you have not understood. Esther, are we clear? Birungi, Chivumbi, are we clear? Nayebare, are we clear? Kalema, Shadi, are we clear? Shiravo, Thalma, people,
Yes,
are we
yes.
clear? Nanzri, is everyone clear? I think you understood. Mr. Gorowa managed to make you understand. So when you find such a question, I think you can just blot it. Not so?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let me share this activity. Let me share this activity and you do it now. Already I have posted it. Let me show you how you are going to find it even in the e-learning platform. I have put it under Let me show you where I have put it. When you go in the e-learning platform, you look for geography senior 1, then and you go down on the items, you go to senior 1 geography assignments. Am I clear? You scroll down. Am I clear?
Yes.
When you scroll down, then you tap on geography assignments. When you tap on geography assignments, then you will find there that it will be having senior 1 geo assignment, even the date. What's the date today?
16th.
Yes, 16th. Now, when you tap on it, the photograph is there. So everyone, can you get out your you get your book and you do that assignment. Can we start now? According to the knowledge we have, can we start now? That's the activity we are going to do. And it is there in the e-learning platform. I think people have understood very well what we have been looking at. The first question is saying, identify the type of photographs. That is, I'm going to remove it, but it's supposed to be identify the type of photograph above with evidence. You give the evidence. Why are you saying it's that type? Then you go to B, you write and say, they ask you identify the economic activity taking place in the photo above. So you have to tell us which economic activity is that. Yeah, even you give a reason. Why are you saying it's that activity? Then another one you give 5 conditions or factors that have led to the development of the economic activity identified in B. So you have to tell us, am I clear? You have to tell us which, you give us 5 reasons. You can explain them. Presence of my father who is being cleaning. I'm not saying that's the answer, but you use your knowledge. Then another one, they ask you, mention 5 benefits of economic activities identified. Am I clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now, for submission, this is how we are going to do. For submission, this is how we are going to do. Let me first stop sharing and you see. I think there we are done.